In our just published Green Economy and Trade report, one of the interesting phenomena we found is that the global market for organic agricultural produce and beverages is already going to exceed $100 billion by 2015. So one of the interesting things is markets. Again, we are headquartered in Kenya. Literally within a radius of 25 kilometers, you can find subsistence agriculture, you can find high industrial agriculture, and you can find organic certified vegetable production for the European foreign markets. So it is in the Kenyan agriculture economy a matter of markets and a matter of entrepreneurial and enterprise investments to choose which market you go for. I think what we're seeing right now is that the premium markets are willing to pay, and also the economies of scale in bringing down the costs of production are moving in favor of more sustainable or ecological agriculture. And I think that is going to be the greatest driver, because no farmer wants to deplete their very factors of production. But the way prices and markets work today, you're almost forcing farmers to become miners of their own resource. There is a global marketplace, and I think the first thing is to create transparency between producer and consumer. That's why certification, labeling systems are not, in a sense, a tool of green protectionism, as I believe sometimes is falsely a prejudgment of them, but it is rather a way of creating transparency. A consumer in Europe would like to know where their product comes from, would like to know if pesticides are used, and then let them make the choice. What we also have to address is that at the consumer end, if you buy a product that ultimately imposes less costs on nature and on society, because somebody somewhere has to clean it up, then should you actually be punished by having to pay 20 to 30% more? Or can we begin to also look at the true costs of different forms of agriculture? Another interesting perspective is, to European consumers, will we one day reward farmers who conduct low carbon farming systems? Because farming is responsible, depending on what you count, including livestock, anywhere between 18 to maybe close to 30% of emissions of greenhouse gases. Are we able to encourage different farming systems in the future that have lower carbon footprints in order to make farmers also interested in growing products that the consumer will buy and therefore contribute to solving the climate change problem? So the future of farming is actually an immense array of measures and opportunities to be part of the sustainable development and, let's say, ecologically more sustainable future.